You know, when moving into different portions of the game, you look at both these teams, and neither have had the success we desire in the first half. We've struggled to start fast, and vice versa. They have as well. They have come on really strong in the second half. We've gotten better in the second half. An attempt to be able to start fast and finish strong for our team certainly is our intentions. In this practice, a lot of that emphasis came to bear itself, along with trying to create turnovers. I think one of the things that will give us advantages is if we're able to run off the field. One of the things that will give us advantages is our ability to create turnovers and more opportunities for our offense. And so that was a huge part of today's practice, and I thought we did a good job of it. Our goal was to try to get there about 200 or so strip attempts. I'm not sure if we quite met that quota, but that was our intentions. And to take care of the ball offensively, I thought we had a day that was interception-free until the very last play of practice. A tip ball, not errant on the quarterbacks, but hit a receiver, popped in the air, and our defense swarmed to it and took it back for a pick six to conclude practice. So what we're looking for from a defensive standpoint, want to catch that ball from an offensive standpoint. Really started to look at their special teams unit and the spectacular return men they have, and keening in on those things that we need to do from a kickoff coverage standpoint, which they have a 90-plus yarder for a touchdown on this year, and dangerous punt returners as well, as we look to fit those things from a punt standpoint to go down and cover well. So that was the emphasis on today's practice.
Frank, you mentioned starting fast several times this week, and the last two games you kind of spotted the other guys lead. You can't afford to do that, right?
Yeah, no, we can't. Against anyone. We can't afford to do that against anyone. We've played teams very well in the second half, but we haven't started the way that we desire. We got to be able to do that, and that is a tall order, but something we're up for taking on. And so we're doing things from a schematic standpoint to try to give us advantages to do the things that we're comfortable doing to get a fast start offensively and defensively as well.
Coach, with Sincere McCormick, how has he responded mentally to having so much responsibility as he has this early in his career?
Yeah, he's been good. He's a very mature young man, has embraced his role. Certainly he doesn't have to do it all by himself. We rotate several backs, but he's a guy that starts fast for us, that have the vision and athletic ability that we look for to be able to give us big play potential. And he's shown that at times this year and has gotten the end zone several times as well. So that's an attribute we like, and I think he's humbled by it and very grateful for the opportunity and has received it that way and handled it that way as well.
Everything I've heard is that he's a very humble kid and doesn't let things like that get to his head.
No, not at all. Yeah, he's very humble, hardworking, understands that his success is a direct reflection of that of his teammates and the things that those guys do as well.
Frank, the atmosphere in North Texas is an early evening game. What are you expecting from that crowd?
I hope they're loud. I hope it's rambunctious. I hope it's a beautiful day for college football. I'm sure they won't disappoint.
How much have you seen that Sincere and Rashad can kind of lean on each other coming in here as freshmen, both starters from the same school?
You know, it's interesting because in the summer they were roommates. And they're two guys who are close to one another. This fall, they are not roommates as they try to. They were challenged to expand their horizon, get out your comfort zone, get to know your other teammates as well. And they've embraced that role and have done a really good job with it. But they talk to each other and encourage each other on a daily basis. Thank you, guys.